Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back today. So what we got going on is a 3.0 V6 Maxima, this generation 0001. They have a P505 code that pops up on them. Sometimes it's a big deal. It's never a big deal, but sometimes you can fix it real easy. This particular case, we got a real luck, and I just wanted to share it with you and give you a couple tips. And this is for an IAC intake air control. And if you look right here on the, as I pull it apart, on the exterior part right here had a lot of gunk build up. And so the car had sat for quite a while, so you can't really see in there, but basically as it extended, it got stuck. So when it was trying to release down, there was nothing that was going to happen. So, I mean, it just eventually got to the point where the car wouldn't even start. You'd have to hold the gas open to get it done because it was stuck closed. Quick enough, just a little bit of throttle cleaner. And actually, if you get the throttle body cleaner, you're a little better off because you don't have to worry about the, help me out, Jen, brain's freezing.
The carb cleaner, taking the Teflon.
There we go. Yeah, yeah, so the Teflon cleaner. Now, as far as taking it off, as you can see, basically I have the battery disconnected. Basically the tube, the intake tube's off of it. It's got a couple little cables here, 4 12 millimeters. See them right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. No big deal. It does have a hose that hooks to the very bottom, rear, and one to the side, but they're just clamp hoses. Also, there's 2 gaskets. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you guys is that part's pretty pricey. It's probably about $140 on eBay, $100 on eBay, and they're a couple hundred if you're buying them aftermarket at a parts store, and probably could be even a little more pricey if you went to the dealer. I didn't quote the dealer, so I can't tell you exactly. But I can tell you this. The only function of an IAC is to come up and close that hole and then open it when you go to start the car. That's it. That's all it's got to do. It has one job. One job, that's it. And what you do is when you take this out, and you've got to remove the throttle body, but once it's off the throttle body and it's sitting there, here's one of my tips. Just use one of these.
And what is that? This
right here is it's a Phillips head, but it's designed for a ratchet. And the reason is because they're really hard to get in there and get those Phillips head out without stripping them, unless you have something you can really put torque on. See, that's the bolts that comes off of it. That's really that's the hardest part about this job, is getting these 2 Phillips head off, because they have a tendency to strip. Now, you could also get an impact screwdriver that'll do the job too. You can just tap on and go. Meanwhile, I'm not going to bore you with the 15 minutes it takes to take this off. But I will tell you that here, oops, in the rear, you see that right there? That's the part you don't see. That really needs to be cleaned up. Inside the IAC itself needs to be cleaned up, which that's all getting ready to happen. And when you go to put it back on, put a little Vaseline over the top of the tubes here, the pipes, and it'll help it slide on. They're going to clamp on anyway. You got to be careful because you don't want a water leak right there. Get you a couple new gaskets. And Jen, I think that's probably going to be all the tips they need on an IAC problem.
I think
P505. So. It's not the end of the world. How long did it take me to get that out?
10 minutes.
10, 15 minutes, something like that. So this isn't really a difficult job. But once you get it out and you get it removed, go back, plug it in, get someone to turn the key on. Don't start the car, just turn it on and off and see if it moves freely. If it moves freely at that point, then you know you just need a cleanup job. If, in fact, it does nothing, then you need an IAC valve. So that's the test you want to give it real quick. Meanwhile, what else we got going on?
We still have our contest going on.
Still have the contest going on. This car's getting ready to do a final walkthrough here in a little while, which is going to be awesome.
We did the final walkthrough.
Oh, yeah, we did the final. It hasn't posted yet.
Right. We're going to be putting that up for you guys later.
Right. So the final walkthrough's done. This right here was an after thing that happened just from it sitting in an island. Who knows why? I guess the car sat for too long. But that should be a nice, friendly tip. Meanwhile, support your troops. Support your troops. Support your troops. Support your troops. Anything else, Jen, from the lady?
Subscribe.
Subscribe, for God's sake. Support me. Peace out. See you next time.